We filming?
Got it.
Where's the chopper thing? All right, I'm going to show you in this video how we're going to go ahead and put from a USB drive the rides into the ride command on the bike. So first of all, you got to make sure that you've got access to your USB. We've got two bikes here. We'll try them both because they're a little bit different. There's nothing in mine at the moment, so I just take the USB drive and insert it. And of course, you got to turn it on. And I don't have my fob. Yeah, I do have my fob with me, so that's good. The bike comes up. You'll see how easy it is. Is the screen showing up okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What you want to do is you want to get into your
Should be navigation.
GPS area, which is usually you would hit this to get it there. Mine was already there, but still you push that. Then in this case you would hit the search button. Oops. You go to the screen with the GPS, which is this screen right here. Down in the lower, well, let me hit the magnifying glass. And down here in the lower, no, in the middle, more or less the middle of the screen, kind of, you know, 1/3 of the way in from that edge. Almost in the middle. At the very bottom, you'll see this thing. It looks like a USB with an arrow going both directions, kind of a thing. Push that, and it says, here's what's on your bike on the left side, and here's what's on that USB drive on the right side. In this case, it's going to be different on the other bike, but in this case, you select each ride one at a time. He'll be, on the other one, we'll be able to do two at a time.
I said two at a
You
time,
select the
but
arrow
it's
to go
all
over
at
to
once
bike.
for the other bike.
You want to import this route, of course, yes. And then once you do that, that one will be in there, but there'll be additional ones down here. A person could select and choose. I would suggest to grab them all. Why not? I mean, if you ever come back to Daytona, you can use them. It's really that simple. Now, don't take the USB drive out until you get completely out of that screen, of course. But that's all there is to it, really. Any questions?
Not at this moment.
Okay. All right, I'm going to shut this one down. We'll do the other one.
Should I stop it?
All right, now this is an updated version, 2021?
21.
2021 ride command. It's very similar, but it is not exactly the same. So on this bike, same deal, we would take the USB key, and no matter which way you put it, it's got to be flipped around the other way because it's always backwards. Just kidding. We'll turn his bike on. How do you do that? Right here?
Over here.
Okay. So, of course, we'll power up the bike just like we did on the other one. Same kind of a deal. We'll get to the screen where the navigation is. Let it do its thing. Say okay. Okay again. Okay. There it goes. I think it caught me that time. There we go. It's loading navigation.
Little technical difficulties. We'll be with you in a second.
We will be there in a while. Screen. Then you hit these three menu buttons, or whatever you want to call them. If you hit the screen, it comes back up. The little menu thing, and there's an import-export button. And watch what happens on this one. On this one, from USB drive to the bike, you know, there's an arrow going down. You would say, of course, yes for that. Now, this may not have your account on it yet, but you go from USB drive to that. All of these show up. These are the rides that are on the USB. So for this particular kind of ride command, you can just hit the button in the top, or check the box in the top, and it automatically checks all of them, so you don't have to do them individually. So we would prefer, probably, that everybody just check them all and just say import them all. You just say copy or back. Do you want me to import these?
Yeah.
So you just say copy, and it's doing 12 items. The reason why there's 12 is I put some additional ones in there just so that they could have them for riding around the area. So we're done. I can pull the USB drive back out, and we can check routes. And this says right here, Tuesday route, Saturday route, Wednesday route. These are the routes that we have, and then in my particular case, Singleton Seafood, Parrot Island. There's a few extras in there, but in any case, actually I may have some dupes on this particular drive, but you get the idea. So, okay?
Very good. We're good to go.
Okay, now let me spend just a couple of seconds talking about Ride Command in general, what you would probably want to tell everybody. We'll try to see if we get some cards made. But just like, for example, don't open and start any of the rides until you get to the dealership. Once you're in the parking lot, it's much better, because otherwise it's going to take you from wherever you are, it's going to try to get you to the dealership. It's just a mess. You're better off to say, don't start any route. Don't start from your hotel room or whatever. Don't start until you're in the parking lot of the dealership, and then select that particular ride that we're going on that day, if it's Tuesday's ride or whatever it is. So that's one thing. The other thing is it's best to tell them right before they select the go button. There's an arrow with a go. Right before you select that, be sure that the following options are set up in settings. One of them is make sure that we're choosing the scenic route, that we're avoiding highways and avoiding tolls. I don't know that tolls will necessarily catch us on this one, but in general, like for the ride over in Sanford, that does come into play. If you save all your rides to your Ride Command account, then you'll be able to use them anytime, as we've seen over here on this one. So that's just kind of the basics, because a lot of people do some of that wrong. If they start the route with highways enabled, they're not going to go the same way you did, most likely. All right? Thanks.